Tomorrow night, Terry Pluto, cleveland.com, and the Plain Dealer probably has written 3 books since we saw him last week. He'll join us. And the D-Man, Dennis Maniloff, will be here on Thursday. You see us live Monday through Thursday, actually, from 6 until 7. And that, of course, on cleveland.com. Also, facebook.com/more sports and Les Levine with new content posted each and every day. We have come to the moment we faithfully await whenever Hoynsie is here. And I think he's taking a week or 2 off to do his real work, which is covering the Cleveland Indians in Arizona. I think this should be your real work, just doing Hoynsie rants on more sports and Les Levine. What do you have for us tonight?
Les,
yeah.
Nobody liked the Super Bowl. They said it was boring. 13-3, fewest points ever scored in the Super Bowl. But Les, you know what? They call it tackle football for a reason. Sometimes the guys without the football are just better than the guys with the football. They get paid too. They get paid. Their job is to find the guys with the football and tackle them. And that's what happened Sunday. And it happened a lot. Okay. You go into a Super Bowl and you expect pretty good quarterback play. Jared Goff had the worst game. He may have had the worst game ever of a Super Bowl quarterback. Super Bowl, you think Broadway Joe Joe Namath. You're thinking Terry Bradshaw. Jared Goff. that was a disaster. But still, lowest ratings ever. They said what? Lowest ratings in a decade for the Super Bowl. But it seemed like people were still. What were people watching? I was walking the dog around in our neighborhood. There were cars all over the place. There were Super Bowl parties going on, and none of my neighbors invited me, mind you. But what were they watching? And maybe it was the commercials. It could have been the commercials. The one I liked the best when Francona.
Give me a hint. You'll get it. Give me a hint.
Franco Harris and
Francona.
Franco Harris brought back the Immaculate Reception. That was fun. I got that. I grasped it. I understood it. What I didn't understand was the Maroon 5. The Maroon 5 at the halftime break. I've heard of them. I had a vague recollection of them. And when they played their songs, I remembered a couple of them. But why did the lead singer take his shirt off at the end of the concert? Was he just showing off his tattoos? I didn't get it. A long time ago, Janet Jackson had a wardrobe malfunction during the Super Bowl.
She did the same thing.
That's right. But this was intentional. That was unintentional. This was intentional. And speaking of intentional, Les, do you think the Indians are really trying to sell season tickets? Because they have intentionally kind of torpedoed their offseason. All they've done is trade their best players, and when they're not trading them, they've watched them walk away. I don't know if that's the way to build the attendance. Of course, they've got the All-Star game, and that's going to help. But you look at this: Melky Cabrera, Nick Markakis, Shoeless Joe Jackson. All these guys are either too expensive or dead for the Indians to get these guys. So where is this going? What are we doing here? It's.
Hold on.
It's.
You okay?
Yes.
Can you finish?
So, I think.
Can you finish?
Yeah. What I think is going on here. I think they're taking a gamble. This is a huge gamble. This is a gamble where they're saving all their bullets to the mid-season where they'll make a trade, make a deal if they're in first place.
Right.
And then, that'll help them win the Central and carry them into the postseason. But this is fraught with danger. Fraught with danger. Because the White Sox are getting better. The Twins are getting better. You can't. What if somebody gets hurt? What if Lindor gets hurt, or Ramirez gets hurt, or one of the top 4 pitchers get hurt in the starting pitchers? This is something. This is a dangerous thing. This is like the Maroon 5 guy taking his shirt off. This may be an intentional malfunction, and without the tattoos.
Okay, first of all, you're impugning my nephew, Adam Levine. That's number one.
That's your nephew?
No. But he borrowed my name. Most guys who have the name Levine change it for show business purposes. But that's not the way this one worked out. Fraught with danger. And most important, you had Terry Francona confused with Franco Harris. You had the Franco in both of them.
That's right.
You want to go on for another hour? I don't care. It's up to you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
The great Paul Hoynes. Follow him in the Plain Dealer and cleveland.com. He's heading down to Goodyear. And he'll also, when he comes back into town, if he's okay physically, we'll have him on the show. Great stuff. Great stuff. All right, travel safe.
All right, thanks,
All right,
Les.
Paul Hoynes of cleveland.com and the Plain Dealer. That'll do it for us. Terry Pluto will be a little calmer tomorrow night, I promise. I can't promise about D-Man on Thursday. Here exclusively on cleveland.com. Of all the shows I've ever done, this was the most recent.